so grateful to myself for doing this. I'm so grateful to the people who are supporting me, both in my life and you guys who are virtually supporting me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carla. I make lifestyle and weight loss videos here on YouTube and also over on my Instagram, HalfofCarla. I previously have lost 183 pounds during kind of COVID lockdown time, and I recently gave birth to my baby boy in January of this year, late January, and this is my postpartum weight loss and feeling really good about myself journey. I'm doing these catch-ups every week to let you guys know how I'm doing, and if you're following along with me. If you saw my last video from week 1, I'll leave it in the description and I'll leave a little card here as well if you want to watch that, or if you want to watch my intro to this journey to follow along with me and see what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But I thought I'm just going to jump right into the recap and talk to you about my results. And if you saw the last video last week, I did the results split into 3 different areas. So the first one was the physical results, so the actual change in my weight. The second is how I'm feeling about myself, because that's really what's important to me. And then the final one is observations. I'll start off with the results. This week I lost 1 kg or 2.2 pounds, which I'm delighted with. That brings me up to a 9 pound weight loss now in the last 2 weeks. I'm really delighted with that. And that's all there is really to say about that. That's the results, that's what they are. I'm going to move now quite quickly into the feelings that I've had about that weight loss and about myself this week. I have been living with postpartum depression, and I'm being treated by my doctor for it and with therapy as well. And I had really been feeling quite level for the last couple of weeks. I felt like there was no panic in me. There was no real depression to speak of. I was a little bit nervous in certain situations, but really I was starting to feel more like myself. And this week I got my period. It's that time of the month, my first one after having my baby. And last weekend I could start to feel the feelings coming back again, and that was quite scary for me. My postpartum depression was definitely somewhere that I never want to be again. I never want to feel those feelings again. They were really horrendous. I was on the ground wailing at points. Now I didn't get to that stage this week, but I did feel things starting to come back, so that was quite petrifying for me. What I'm really proud of myself, and I think that's one of the feelings that I'm having this week, is I'm really proud of the fact that I kept going through that. I managed to get out every single morning for my hour-long walk. I have been pushing myself now as well with my walk, trying to challenge myself and increase my distance within that 1 hour. From yesterday and today, I have managed now to get up to 6.3 kilometers within an hour and 3 minutes. So I'm really delighted with that. And it's just bringing back a bit of belief in myself again. I think I've lost a lot of confidence in myself because I wasn't sure who I was in this new journey in motherhood. And I'm starting to feel a bit like the old me again, and the me that when I reached my goal and was really confident and really self-assured in a good way and just kind of very calm. And I'm starting to feel like that again, but a new version of that. That's the new version of me, because I am a newer person now. I am a mom only of 8 weeks, and it's quite an interesting journey, let's put it that way. What I'm feeling in terms of words, if I can pick it down into very small words, I would say phenomenal is probably the best way to describe it. I'm feeling this morning when I was out on my walk, and it was so beautiful and the sun was shining and I was really going for it and I was challenging myself. I just felt phenomenal. I'm so grateful to myself for doing this. I'm so grateful to the people who are supporting me, both in my life and you guys who are virtually supporting me. You are wonderful people. Thank you all so much for the lovely messages and comments you've been leaving. I just feel really good. I'm really grateful and feel really phenomenal in myself. So I'm delighted that that is my feeling of this week. In terms of observations, which is my final kind of category for my recap, I have to say that I have noticed with a newborn obviously it's a little bit more difficult to plan things, and I am not as good at planning out as I used to be in terms of my meals. For example, I have ended up out 4 times this week for lunch. And when you're out, you can't really you can choose as wisely as you possibly can, but you are at the mercy of whoever is cooking your food. You know, they might say that something's 500 calories, but they might throw in an extra tablespoon of oil, and that's totally skewed then. So I've definitely noticed that because I intermittent fast and I break my fast at 12 o'clock, I tend to be out at 12 o'clock. And for this week, what I'm going to try and implement is to either not be out when I break my fast so I can eat food from home, or that I will bring food with me. I really feel that that's going to be more sustainable for me, financially anyway, and just in terms of my calorie intake, to make sure that I know what calories that I am consuming and make sure that my food is whole and nutritious. I also noticed that what I wanted to work on last week was really on my self-compassion piece, and that's something that I'm really trying to work on, and I think that I'm doing quite well on it. You know, I'm not berating myself. I panicked a little bit, but I was able to ground myself when I started feeling the feelings of postnatal depression coming back. I was able to ground myself and say, you know, like, as my postnatal depression moved on and ended, this too shall pass. And it did pass, and by Sunday/Monday I was feeling fantastic again and starting to feel really, really good. And not even just okay, I'm starting to feel great again. I am extremely tired. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. That's twice this week, but c'est la vie, life with a newborn. And yeah, I'm just feeling really good. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm going to be filming a Q&A this week, hopefully. All time wise, hopefully I'll be able to get it. And if you have made it to the end of the video, please let me know how you're doing this week down in the comments down below. I would love to know how you are doing. And I just want to thank you all for your support so much. I really, really appreciate it here and on my Instagram, HalfofCarla. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and you can turn on the notifications so you never miss a video from me. And I'll be back next week for sure with a recap, and I hope to have a video in between. And if there's anything else you would like me to talk about within the recaps, then please let me know. And I'm happy to do that. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you soon.